Moving right along here with 9.2, we'll look at a couple of the methods that are associated with the character wrapper class. So again, these are just associated methods that come along with the classes that we've been using, or the primitive data types rather, that we've been using this whole time. But what we are doing is we are leveraging Java to do some of the heavy lifting on some of the data that we're looking at doing here. You're going to have to forgive me here in the beginning. I am going to blaze through some of these, not because I think that they don't warrant investigation or not because I don't think that they're important, but rather I don't think I need to cover them with you because I know you know how to read. So don't take this as a flippant disregard for the character wrapper class. Rather, it really, I think, represents, for you as a developer, I really think that this represents a yeah, give it to me, let's get this moving moment where these things are great and we've discussed data enough and we've looked at methods enough that these are the next steps that you were waiting for. So we've got some of the methods here, and my apologies, this is on 558. We can see some of these methods here. These are going to look familiar for you because we have seen them snuck in through the code samples all the way through the text to now. So when we're looking at some of the methods that are associated with the character wrapper class, we have isDigit, and that returns true if the character is a digit. We have isLetter, that returns true if the character is a letter. IsLetter or digit, I'm going to let you determine just exactly what it is that does. Pretty simple, right? Is lowercase, is uppercase, is space, and is white space. So these are going to help you as you continue through your journey as a developer. These are going to help you to take text input from a user, to take text input from a file, and to parse that out so that you can get exactly what you're looking for based on the kind of data that it is that you're represented with, right? So if I have a part number, AAA123, I can check if the part number is good based on a simple loop. Are the first three characters as opposed to numbers? I can use is character, or rather, is letter. I'm reading character with apologize. Is letter to return to me whether or not, yeah, this is probably a good part number. Is uppercase. I can see whether or not you started a name with an uppercase or a lowercase, and I can convert that. So these are just the next most rational steps that we have in dealing with characters. And the best part about characters is strings are characters. So it's pretty gratifying, especially to a developer just starting out, to be able to do a lot of really neat string manipulations just on the character level here with isDigit, isLetter or digit, is uppercase, or is uppercase, I did say that correct, is lowercase, etc. We do have some examples in here which go exactly what we were talking about right there. Enter a single character, so this is 9-2 on 558, and it will return to you whether or not that character is a letter or is not a letter, so a number, a digit. And again, that doesn't have a ton of real value necessarily on its own, but when we are looking through a string for a pattern that requires characters in certain places and digits in other places, that gets to be a really very powerful tool. As we continue on, this is going to be on page 563, you've already seen these. You have seen the two uppercase and the two lowercase. If you think about things like usernames and passwords, right? A username oftentimes is not case sensitive, but a password is. So if I put in a username in camel case, so uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase, I can convert all of those characters to lowercase and then use the all lowercase string to compare against usernames in a file someplace. So that's what we would lean on to upper or to lower for. And actually, that's about it. That's the way we really use the character wrapper class. The ones that are going to be of the most immediate, prescient use to you are going to be is digit, is letter or digit, uppercase, lowercase, space, and is white space, so a space character. And all of those are located, I don't know why it went all the way back to the bottom, all of those are located for you on page 564.